If you've ever seen the movie 300, you know that the Spartans were a bunch of badass soldiers. But you may not know how they got that way. Well, my favorite quote not only perfectly sums up the badassery of the Spartans, but also gives us some insight into how they built the most successful warrior culture of all time. The Greek historian Plutarch wrote that the Spartans do not ask how many are the enemy, but where are they? I'm going to say that again. The Spartans do not ask how many are the enemy, but where are they? Because of the training and the work that the Spartans put in every day to become perfect soldiers, they knew that they were better trained, better equipped, and better mentally prepared for combat than any opponent they might face. So why should they care who they're fighting or how many enemies show up to fight? It was this fanatical devotion to self-improvement that gave the Spartans unequaled confidence in war. But most organizations I see are the opposite. They obsess about the competition. They obsess about the economy and a dozen other variables they have no control over. And in doing so, they miss the opportunity to focus on the only things they can change: their own actions and their own attitude. I say screw the competition and screw the economy, because they're not the reason that you lost the account or the sale or the job. Okay, your competition wasn't there to hit your snooze alarm so you got 15 more minutes of sleep this morning. Your competition wasn't there last week to make sure that you missed your last 5 sales calls of the day. And the economy isn't preventing you from preparing for that really important presentation or interview or meeting that you have coming up. The Spartans knew that the only opponent who could defeat them in battle was themselves. And so it is with you. Your competition is not your enemy. The economy is not your enemy. You are your enemy. So why do we do it? Why do we focus on things that are outside of our control? Because it's easy. It's easy. There's a comfort in focusing on things that we can't change, right? Because we can talk about them, and we can commiserate about them, and we can wonder about them, and we can speculate about them. But guess what? Because we can't do anything to change them, there's no commitment required on our part, right? There's no suffering, there's no work, there's nothing you can do. As long as you continue to blame things outside of your control for your situation, you continue to play the victim. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can lead your team like the Spartans led theirs, by focusing on what you say and do and think. Every day, you will start winning battles that you used to lose. This is Jeremiah Miller with Forging Leaders. Until next time, remember, you are the hero of your own life story.